What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. All right. I know it's been a minute, maybe a couple of months since I have blogged, but I'm back today to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 7, episode number 15. So there's one more episode left. Episode 16 will be the season finale. I heard that this was supposed to be the season finale. No. I heard that, I heard that this was supposed to be the finale, but then some things went down with Jacqueline not wanting to come to the party. So then they had to, extend it or whatever. So, anyways, this is season 7, episode number 15. First of all, this season has been pretty slow. Not a whole lot, going on like in past seasons of New Jersey. You know how the Joes were always fighting and Teresa and Melissa were always fighting. And then there was the Kathy situation and, just a whole lot going on. But this season, it hasn't really been a whole lot like that. Teresa and Melissa have made up, so their families are cool. But Jacqueline this season has really been acting crazy. Now, I noticed that, she has started acting crazy in a couple of, past seasons. But this season, she is really showing her colors, showing that she may need some serious psychological help. I'm sorry, I keep messing with my hair, you guys. I just ordered this wig online, and I normally don't order hair online. But I thought it was cute, and so I just got it. So I'm trying it out. I'm trying to, make sure I like it. And I mean, I don't know, I like the hair, but it just keeps flipping the wrong ways. Anyways, back to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So anyways, so episode number 15 opens up with Melissa and Joe and their children. They go over to Teresa's house to meet up to have dinner with Teresa and her kids. They bring Chinese food over. Joe left the day, I think it was the day before that Joe had left. I don't think it's the same day that he left that they came over with the Chinese. I think it was the day before. So anyway, so they're, sitting down trying to have a nice little family dinner, and they're asking Teresa, has she heard from Joe? And she's like, no, she hadn't talked to him. She was waiting on him to, actually email them that night. And poor little Melania, she's like, Teresa says, the closest of all of the girls. And we can kind of see it on the show that Melania was the closest of all of the girls to her dad. And she's got Teresa's phone, and she's trying to, go through and check messages to see if their dad has called or whatever. And it was really sad. And then Melania goes out and on the four-wheeler, and she's just driving really fast. She's scaring Teresa to the point where Joe had to go out. Her brother Joe had to go out and talk to Melania and just, try to calm her down. It's like, I'm still in your life. I'm your uncle. I still love you. If you want to go out and do the things like this that you used to do with your dad, I'm here for you or whatever. So I think, just like Melissa told Teresa when they were in the kitchen talking, it's bad now. It's probably going to get worse, and then you'll get used to the situation. And I think that applies as well to the kids. They're eventually, kids are very resilient anyway, and eventually they're going to, as life moves on, they're going to get used to this as their new normal. At least for the next few years while their dad is away, and so it's a sad situation. But, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and we know that these girls won't always feel as sad as they feel right now, Anyway, so then in the next scene, we see Dolores and Siggy. They're shopping because Dolores, who has just recently renovated her house, she's throwing a new housewarming party to to celebrate her new home and all of the renovations that she's done. And so Siggy has been helping her with redoing her home and things like that. The crazy part about Dolores redoing her home is that when she first decided that she wanted to redo her home, she went to her ex-husband and told him, because basically her ex-husband bankrolls her life. She doesn't work. She doesn't have any income outside of her ex-husband. And I'm sitting here like, now what kind of what kind of relationship is this? Are they still together? Like, she claims that he has a girlfriend and she respects the girlfriend and she's, you know, really cool with the girlfriend or whatever. But I'm just like, I don't know. It's just a little bit too much closeness for me, okay? And so anyways, yeah, so they're, you know, trying to pick out things. And Dolores is just, she's happy because she's doing this on her own. She opened up her gym. You know, she wants to stop leaning on her ex-husband, and, you know, she's working. You know, at first she wasn't really taking the gym as seriously, but now she's working. She's going into the gym when she's supposed to. She's getting checks. So she is basically, you know, excited and feels like this is a new beginning for her. So that's what she wants to celebrate, all of that. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm here for it. Then we see Melissa, another career woman in the making, you know what I'm saying? Housewives turn to working wives. She's at her store, Envy, and she's talking with her employees, you know, basically about the fashion show. She's throwing her first fashion show, you know, to debut the clothing that she has in her store, and she wants it to go right. She's very nervous. And her business partner is not going to be there. This lady, I guess she just dropped money or whatever and connections, and she's like, deuces, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for this. You take care of all of the daily, you know, work. I will just be here for the big things. If you need some connections, call me. You know, that's kind of what it seems like, you know, their relationship is. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm hoping that the fashion show goes off, you know, without a hitch. That's what we're going to see next week in the finale. We'll see the fashion show. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm hoping that, you know, it goes off the way it should, like I said. So now it's time for the party at Dolores' house. She's really excited. You know, she's talking to her children about it. Her son is, you know, he's happy for her. And, hold on, I'm trying to get to my place on here because I just forgot. Oh yeah, so Siggy comes over a little early to help her set, get everything set up or whatever. And Siggy is just so, like, excitable. She is just so, like, oh my God, Siggy, I'm here. Everybody, do you know Siggy's here? Hey, I'm here. You know, I want to tell you. Oh, but you know what? No. Don't put that there. This goes here. Over here. Oh my God, is this your 102-year-old grandma? Wasn't the lady 102? And she's like, oh my God, bless your heart. You're so sweet. And I know this old lady's looking at her like, if you don't get the hell up out of my face, you're just too much right now. You're too much. Just like she says in her tagline. You know, some people think I'm too much, and they're absolutely right. You are too much, girl. You need to tone it down. I mean, Siggy is just like so, you know Siggy's in the house when Siggy is in the house, okay? You know, but she's a sweet person, and she seems like she means well. I just think she needs to relax a little bit. Relax. You don't have to be on all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let other people be on sometimes, you know, and you don't have to fix everything all the time, Siggy, you know, because some things are just not fixable. You know, as in the relationship with Teresa and psycho-ass Jacqueline. It's just not fixable, I don't think. I think it's done. You know, so anyways, and then Siggy's kids come in, and for some reason, they thought that the grandmother needed to know about the whole drama between Melissa, Teresa, and Jacqueline, you know, what happened on their girls' trip. For some reason, they thought that the 102-year-old granny needed to know that. And then Siggy thought the whole room needed to know that her son, Joshua Flicker, came out of her cookie and that she breastfed him. Like, she made this, like, it was an announcement to the whole room. She said, excuse me, I just want everybody to know. And I'm sitting here like, Siggy, now you wonder why your kids don't want to be around you. Because you do crazy stuff like that. Like, just tone it down, girl. Tone it down just a bit, okay? All right. Anyways, Joe and Melissa, they're on their way to the party. They're in the car, and Joe is asking her, does she think that Jacqueline's crazy ass is gonna be there? And she's like, most likely she's gonna be there, but I'm just gonna try to, you know, I'm just gonna try to just ignore her because, I mean, I don't want anything from her. She's not my friend. She never was my friend. If she was, she never would have treated me like that. And Joe's like, well, I feel like you need an apology. And Melissa's like, I'm just done with it. I don't even care if something's wrong with her. And I'm done trying to figure out what the hell it is, you know? Which I agree with Melissa. You know, I don't think that Melissa did anything to cause Jacqueline to react the way that she reacted at that dinner. Was it last week or the week before? I think it was the week before last. Like, I don't think that Melissa or Teresa did anything, but especially Melissa, I don't feel like she did anything. Like, I know she wanted Melissa to say, yeah, you did tell me that whatever was about to go down at that other fashion show with the whole strippergate, you know. Like, I think Melissa, one, just didn't want to get involved in the whole mess. And then two, Jacqueline didn't really give her a chance to really just answer the question. And, you know, before she just was like, you're a fucking liar, blah, 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 you got 4 jobs, and like, Jacqueline just trips out. I mean, she just, like, she's psycho. Like, for real. She is paranoid, crazy. I don't know. She's just an unhappy, miserable ass person. I don't know if that's why she's acting like that, or if she actually does have some kind of mental issues. You know, I don't know. I really don't understand it. So anyway, so they called Teresa to see if she was going to still come to the party because she said she was going to come. But Teresa decided that she didn't want to go. You know, she wanted to be there with her girls. You know, Joe was supposed to have called and, you know, everything like that, which is very understandable. You know, he just left. She needs to be with her girls. And plus, I'm sure she didn't want to be bothered with Jacqueline's crazy ass. You know what I mean? Because she already know that Jacqueline, we all knew that if Teresa had showed up at that party, Jacqueline would have found some way to, you know, call to argue with Teresa or, you know, have some kind of heated conversation. And I'm sure like that on top of the whole thing with her husband being away, I'm sure, you know, all played a part in why she didn't go to the party. But Melissa, guess who shows up? Rosie, Kathy, and Richie show up. Rosie shows up with her girlfriend. She's got a new girlfriend this season. And I don't know. I was into Kathy, you know, like the first season she came on. I think it was the first season. I was like, okay, I like Kathy. She's like, you know, she's real old school. I didn't think that she really wanted to be the center of attention, and you know, she just seemed to bring a different dynamic to the show. So I thought, but now I'm finding them a little creepy, and I don't know if it's necessarily her or her husband, but I just find them just to be a little creepy, and I'd be like, I wouldn't want to be around them either. It's just something about them that just doesn't sit well with, you know, with me in here, you know, in my spirit. So anyway, so they're there, and Richie doesn't waste any time with his stupid ass inappropriate jokes that nobody cares about, okay? Nobody. I don't even think Kathy cares and wants to hear his stupid jokes, especially the one that he repeated. He said it when they went bowling, and then he repeated it again last night, that about him and Kathy having a foursome with Rosie and her girlfriend. And I'm like, ew. First of all, that's disgusting. That's her sister. And second of all, what part of you do you think Rosie wants? Like, no parts of you, okay? And I'm sure her girlfriend feels the same way. I don't even know if Kathy wants any parts of that man, okay? I'm just joking about that. They seem to really love each other. Anyways, so Chris was standing over there talking to them. Joe Gorga comes over and says, hey, and, you know, it was a little awkward moment with all of them. But, you know, he's just trying to be, you know, polite to everybody and keep it cool and keep it fun. And so what else happened after that? I don't know. I think Jacqueline wanted to leave because when she saw Melissa walk in with Joe, I think that she was really hoping that Teresa was going to walk in with them as well. Because it seemed like, it could be editing, but it seemed like right after they came in, Jacqueline was like, it's time to go, Chris. I'm really, really sick. I don't feel well. I just need to go home. Like, bitch, you knew you were sick before you came. Why did you even come? So that's why I felt like, you know, she wanted to see Teresa, I felt like, and just get, you know, a little bit more negative attention thrown her way. That's the only thing I could think of, you know. But anyway, so she decides she wants to leave. But before Chris wants to leave, he wants to have a conversation with Joe Gorga. So Jacqueline takes her old crazy ass on out to the car, and Chris pulls Joe Gorga to the side, and he's talking to Joe, and he's just like, I just don't appreciate what went down. My wife was attacked. I don't think my wife really deserved the treatment. And Joe Gorga is sitting there like, were you at the same dinner that I was at? Because your wife went off on my wife for no reason. Like he was like, Melissa had did not do anything for Jacqueline to talk to her the way that she was talking to her or whatever. So they're like kind of going back and forth. They're both defending their wives, and Chris is defending his wife like like his life depends on it. And I mean, I'm like, is he defending her because she's his wife? Or is he so far up in drinking Jacqueline's Kool-Aid? I mean, they've been married a long time. Maybe he's used to her crazy and he's just, I don't know. But dude, your wife is psycho, okay? She's crazy. She needs some help, and she needs you to stop enabling her crazy ass behavior, okay? Same way I feel about like Jackie Christie and her husband on Basketball Wives, Doug Christie. Like, dude, don't you see your wife is crazy? I don't think Jacqueline has gotten nearly as crazy as Jackie Christie has, but shit, she's damn near, she snaps out. Remember when she, well, I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. Anyway, so then so Chris and Joe decide, this conversation isn't really gonna go anywhere, so forget it. Joe is just like, look, Melissa's having a fashion show. If you want to come, you guys are welcome to come. Chris is like, I don't think that's a good idea. Joe's like, I just don't give a shit. Come if you want, don't come. I don't care. I'm just trying to be a peaceful guy, okay? So at this point, when they decide their conversation's over, Jacqueline's out honking the horn and laying on the horn and honking so damn loud. And I'm like, dude, Jacqueline, really? Why? Why are you doing that? You know the man is coming. You already know that he was gonna talk to Joe Gorga. I'm sure he told you that. You know what I mean? Stop out there with the damn horn, okay? He's coming. Calm the fuck down. Like, she just wanted attention. Like, maybe she thought that because she was out there honking the horn that people were going to come out and say, oh, what's wrong with poor Jacqueline? No, don't nobody care, girl. Bye. You know what I'm saying? Clearly Dolores didn't care because she was up there getting ready to make her damn toast, okay? Thanking everybody for coming. And then her ex-husband up there giving her kisses and hugs and stuff like he's the man of the house. And I'm so confused with that relationship. I just really don't know what's going on. I feel like we're in, like, remember Potomac with, oh shoot, what's the girl's name? The one that was married to the basketball player, but then they got divorced, but they still live together. Their son don't know they're divorced. Like, it's kind of weird like that. Like, okay, are you in denial about your relationship with this man? Because it just seems like it's way more to it than what you're wanting us to believe, but it is what it is. Whatever. So anyways, party's over. Luckily, nobody started fighting. You know what I'm saying? Her 102-year-old grandma did not have to witness the drama of the Housewives, on this episode at least. So, Siggy takes her mom out the next day. She takes her mom out to get her hair done, takes her out to lunch. She says that, her mom never does anything for herself. And she just wants, her mom to feel good and to enjoy life. And I can definitely relate to that because I say the same things to my mom. I try to get my mom to get out, do things, join a book club, like meet some new people. Just, because I just feel bad because she's at home, she's alone. And, people, my brother, people visit her. We talk on the phone, but, I just want her to get out and be amongst her peers and just, enjoy life. She's not, my mom's only like 63, and so she's got a long time left and she needs to enjoy it. But, what can you do? Anyway, so she's treating her mom, and her mom's like she hadn't had her hair curled with a curling iron since the day she got married, and she's been married some like 50 some years or something. I don't know, like a long ass time. Maybe not that long, but a long ass time. And I'm like, wow, okay. So she was really loving it. She was having a nice time. So I thought that was cute to show of Siggy. They don't really show a lot of Siggy, I guess, I don't know if maybe Siggy just, like, each scene that they show of Siggy is either her begging her kids to pay attention to her, or it's her, with the other ladies and trying to be the peacemaker. So it was nice to see a cute little scene with Siggy. Just like the last week when we saw her her and her family go to the what's it called, for the Holocaust survivors, I believe it was a memorial. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness, I should know this because I actually visited there when I was in New York. Anyways, I can't think of what it is right now, but yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool too, a cool scene. So I don't know, I just don't know if she fits in though, Siggy, so we'll see. Anyways, we see over at Teresa's house, Teresa and Melania, they're cleaning out the garage. Melania really wants to take on the duties that Joe did when he was home, you know, and I'm like, side note, they were really scrubbing this garage. I'm like, girl, you want to come clean my garage? My garage has never been that clean. Sometimes my brother-in-law come over and he'll do like little odd end jobs around the house for us. You know, that's what he does. He's a what do you call those people? Carpenter? No, I don't know. He fixes up houses. And he can do everything from lay tile to walls and whatever. Anyways, yeah, so that's what he does. And so he'll come over sometimes and you know, he'll be like, look at this garage, and he'll clean it out. But then it just, I don't know. So yeah, I was like, damn, that garage is like sparkling. But yeah, so anyways, back to being serious about the show. So Teresa and Melania are cleaning, and Melania is just, you know, she just wants to keep the connection with her dad, you know, going and do things that they did together. And, you know, she doesn't really want to do things with Teresa. She'd rather do things with her Uncle Joe, which is understandable because, you know, even though Teresa's her mom, you know, she wants that male presence in her life because her dad was such a big part of her life, you know, and that's understandable. And I'm just, I don't know. I'm just really sad for the little girl. Anyways, Dolores is at her gym. She's getting the gym together because she is having a ladies' night at the gym. She had talked about it like in a couple prior episodes. And so it's finally here. She's very proud of herself. She's serving protein, what's she call them? Protein martinis? No, wait a minute. Yeah, protein shake martini. So I'm all for that, okay? Except for the protein part. You can keep the protein powder. But, you know, just give me the martini part. Anyways, Teresa, she's teaching a yoga class. Siggy's is there talking about her book and relationships and how to be the best you that you can be. And it looked like a lot of fun. Dolores, again, was very proud of herself. Her business partner was very happy that she's putting in this effort and they're bringing in money and doing things like that. So I thought that was really cool. Jacqueline is sick on her couch. She can't go. Chris is telling her she needs to go to the hospital. He also tells her that Joe invited them to Melissa's fashion show, and she's like, hell no, I'm not going, or whatever. You see Dolores call Jacqueline to see if Jacqueline was feeling any better and if she was going to be able to make it. And that was kind of that. And then we see Melissa, instead of going to the ladies' night, Melissa and Joe are at home in the bed. Melissa's trying to put together the final touches for her fashion show, which is the next day. And Joe just doesn't seem to want to take her career seriously. I feel like maybe she wasn't giving him enough attention. So he calls her into the bathroom to shave his back. And I'm like, don't you see the woman is busy, dude? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? I just really feel like I know, and he said it. Like, you know, we're supposed to have this type of marriage. This is the type of marriage that I signed up for. My woman's going to be at home cooking, cleaning, and raising the kids. And I'm going to go out and work. And now Melissa is throwing a monkey wrench into their whole arrangement. And he is just not happy about it. And honestly, I can't blame him. I mean, I can and I can't. Like, I can blame him just because as a woman, as a very independent woman, you know, I'm married, but I'm very independent. And so I'm just looking at him like, you asshole, you chauvinist mug, you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. But then at the same time, this is the marriage that he wanted and that they had and that they, you know, but then Melissa's changing it. And she has every right to change as well. So hopefully, you know, they stay together because I think they're such a cute couple. I really think they're very much in love with each other. So I'm hoping that they can kind of work through this part of their relationship, you know. So hopefully it doesn't get worse. You know what I mean? Like, Because, you know, resentment builds up, and, you know, like when he's getting the kids, the next day you see him getting the kids together to go to the fashion show because Melissa's there, she's getting the models together and things like that, and he's getting the kids dressed to go, and he's just like, oh my God, what happened to my life? I'm fucked. All of us men are fucked, and we're about to have a woman president. Fuck. You know, like, I mean, I'm like, well, damn. I mean, is he a Trump supporter? You know, but, you know, I mean, he's got that whole Italian machoism going on, and he wants what he wants. Me, Tarzan, you, Jane. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of relationship he wants. So it is what it is, you know, and that's what Melissa signed up for. Apparently, the last scene of the episode was really out of left field, I thought, because so Dolores and Siggy are in the car going to the fashion show, I believe, and Dolores is telling Siggy that, you know, that she and Jacqueline got into an argument. Like, basically, Jacqueline was going around bad-mouthing her, saying that Dolores set her up by calling her, asking her if she was going to come to the gym for ladies' night. I guess Jacqueline felt like it made her look bad or something crazy like that. Like, I don't know, but apparently the conversation ended with Dolores saying, fuck you, and hanging up, and like, she has completely alienated herself from me. I don't want to have anything to do with Jacqueline. And, you know, Siggy's like, why is she so paranoid, and what's really going on with Jacqueline? And they're like, I don't know. This isn't the Jacqueline that we know. Something weird is going on with her. She's just so paranoid. But I'm like, you know, it's Jacqueline. Just like, remember that when they went on that other girls trip, not the one to Vermont, but before that, when it was just girls, and they were like sitting, I think, by the pool, and like Melissa went over to talk to Dolores, and they were just talking or whatever, and Jacqueline thought that they were talking about her. It's like, look, they're over there talking about me and you, Teresa. They're talking about me. And they're like, nobody was even talking about her. Like, you know, Melissa was talking about herself, asking Dolores for advice, you know, and I don't know, Jacqueline's crazy ass, like, for real. She just really is just making the show not enjoyable this season. It's like, it's not even the good drama that she's bringing. It's just scary, crazy drama. Like, what the hell is she going to do next? You know what I mean? But anyways, I don't know. That was the episode, you guys. What did you think? Tell me what you thought about this episode. What are your thoughts on this season in general? We're definitely looking forward to the reunion because I'm hoping that maybe Jacqueline sat and watched this season and seen how crazy she was acting. Though with all of the interviews and her blog posts that she's been writing and talking in the press, I don't think that she did look at this season and seen that maybe she was doing some things out of whack. But I'm definitely still looking forward to to the reunion. But you guys, that's it. That's all I have for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, season 7, episode number 15. I will be back tomorrow night to talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County. My videos will be coming regularly again. So within 24 hours of the Housewives airing, I will have a video up unless it's an emergency that I just can't. And then it'll be like 48 hours. But I am back. I am back, you guys. And I am happy. I miss you guys. I don't have anybody to talk to about the Housewives because most of my friends only watch Atlanta. So I don't really have a lot of people to talk to. And I enjoy talking to you guys, and I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me, asking me, you know, looking out for my videos and things like that. That really makes me happy. And even though it's just a couple of people, and I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And I really, really, really enjoy the conversations that we have. I enjoy the emails that I receive and things like that. So thank you guys. And until next time, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel is just saying bye-bye.